Weird thing with Paris in Gen 2 is, regardless of which sprite it's using, it just, for some reason, always looks like it's staring straight into my soul. It kind of creeps me out. It's creeped me out ever since I was a kid. I ended up getting it, and as you can see, I also got a Beedrill. I went on a little mini rant in the previous segment about how I couldn't find one of these. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to freaking headbutt trees to see if I can get it from there. Sure enough, I did get this thing in Ilex Forest. Just there was a few headbutt trees just near the exit out of onto Route 34, and yeah. Well, so I've got that. It means I don't ever have to go back to the bug catching contest, which I could do because it's Tuesday, but there's some other catching that I want to go and do today. Before I do that, though, there's a couple of places I need to go. First off, we're going to go over to Violet City. Not because we're doing anything in Violet City, but because I need to trek down Route 32 and try to ninja dodge all of the trainers. So, let's see if I can luck out and possibly do that. You're not difficult to dodge. You're literally facing a freaking wall. If we go down here... Nope, we want to dodge you. Get down here. I could go and get that item ball, but I don't really give a shit. I think it might be a great ball, but whatever. Now, this is the only guy that I might have a problem with dodging, so I'm going to throw ahead and go a save state. Best phrasing. Alright, so Ninja dodged him, go into the Pokemon Center, have a chat with this dude, and he will give me a fishing rod. So the way these guys work is there's 3 of these NPCs, and they give you a fishing rod. The rod that they give you depends on how many of the other rods that you've got. So this guy won't necessarily give you the old rod. If you have the other 2 rods, then you can talk to this guy, and he'll just give you the super rod. So... funnily enough, I'm actually getting them in the order that you would get them in the original games. You'd get the old rod from there normally, and here you'd get the good rod, rather. And he just mentions a little spot south of Blackthorn where you can find dragons. It's literally the only patch of water that you can fish in. And I think it's like... I think it's Route 46, I can't remember. It's 45 or 46. But anyways... Route 12, just south of Lavender Town, is where I can get the super rod. I'm not going to get it though, just because the way that the rods work in this game is you encounter level 10 Pokemon with the old rod, level 20 with the good rod, and level 40 with the super. I could easily just go and get it and then not use it, but there's not much point in doing that. I'll probably go and get it when I go and smash out the trainers in that area. So here we go. This is the Safari Zone. Actually, before I do that, there's one other thing I should probably show off. And now that I think about it, I actually forgot to do something back in Olivine City, but I'm okay with that. I'll probably stick it on to the end of the segment or something like that. But if we go in here, talk to her, and just, yeah. And then if you head on over here, here are said boxes. And there is only one thing of interest to you in these boxes. And it is indeed the Surf HM. Not that it's relevant to my interests, because I've already got a Surf user, but I believe you actually want to get it from here, since you don't need any badges in order to pick it up. The equivalent in Johto is just some random dude who gives it to you in the Komodo Girls Dance Theater. But for that, you need 4 badges. So they brought back some of these little displays for just the random showing off of Pokemon. There's a Kangaskhan, there's a Snorlax, there's just a random Sudowoodo, completely uninteresting. There's a Lapras, as you do. Gyarados, I think this was the, I think this is where you would, see one of the fossils, and the fossil that was there depended on which fossil you got from Mount Moon. And then here we have just a really kind of odd-looking Onyx sprite. I don't know what the hell is the go with this thing, besides that just one random missing pixel that's green there. You can kind of make out a face, but overall it's just kind of ugly and shitty looking. Oh well. Okay, so Safari Zone, the way it works in here is pretty much like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. You just go in there, pay your $500 to enter, and then you don't get any Safari Balls, you don't get any of that sort of just running away crap unless the Pokemon already has a rate for running away. And you can use all your own equipment and Pokemon and all that stuff like that. So, no concern about running into a shiny one of these and then having it run away. So, last time this Nidorina was a bit of an asshole. And by last time, I mean I actually attempted this segment before, went about 8 or 9 minutes in, and then just decided it was garbage because I started running out of stuff to say, kept rambling, and also ended up running into one of the trainers on Route 32 and having to waste time battling him. So, come on. So here I'm going to go straight into Slumblock because apparently catching this thing in a regular Pokeball with the amount of health it's got left is nigh impossible. It's a freaking Nidorina. It really should not be as much of an asshole as it has been. You'll notice there I taught Slumblock Thunder Punch over Disable. I lost all faith in Disable from the previous segment, so I needed an electric move, gave it Thunder Punch. So there you go. And also because you can see these things DVs in this game, I was able to just put them through a calculator to determine which hidden power types they got. Slumblock's was Psychic, which is pretty redundant. I could replace Confusion with it because it has a base power of 55. There's no real reason to go and do that though, just because the extra power is not really worth getting rid of the chance of confusing. Plus I can go over to Saffron and get the Psychic TM pretty much whenever I want and teach it to this thing. So, as for the rest of my team members, this is going purely from memory. Kalima had ground, but it had a base power of 40, which made it pretty shit, and so I didn't give it that. Advent Forward got water, which was pretty much redundant because I had Surf, and that's the only water move it's ever going to have. Stinger got Grass, which sucked because it was running off a pretty decent power, but Grass is a special move. If it was a physical type, I would probably have put it on regardless of what type it was, but unfortunately it was a special type, which kind of sucked. Salt Fairy got Dragon with a base power of 70, which would be pretty good, but yeah, I'm not too sure if it's really worth a spot there. And then I think the only other one I can talk about, what was it, Slumber 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last one was about time the freaking thing caught, by the way. The last one was Conifo. He actually got hidden power fighting, and it was actually a base 65 power, I think. So I actually decided to go with the increase in the power there. If we show this off, hang on. Yeah, hidden power. Base 65 power. I sacrificed the chance of flinching, but I'm running a slow Pokemon. I'm probably not going to get much use out of flinching, even with the quick claw hacks coming in every now and again, so I think hidden power was probably just the better option there. So, I think I've noticed in my playthrough of this game is that out of all of the possible results, and I think there's like 4 different results you can get up from throwing a Pokeball. It either breaks out immediately, breaks out after 1, breaks out after 2, breaks out after 3, and then catches. So it's 5 different results rather. It seems to me like the most common result that takes place is they get up to 3 shakes and then break out, and it's been frustrating as all hell. You'll have noticed that happened with the Nidorina there, so, and it just pisses me off. Like, it's almost there, and then it just keeps breaking out, and it just becomes a bit of a habit. I believe that's a Nugget. It would not surprise me if that was a Nugget. No, but it is Lucky Eggs. That's actually pretty good. I don't have to invest any coins in getting one of those unless I decide to get multiples, but no real reason to do that, because if I'm grinding Pokemon one at a time, I will only ever need the one. So that's pretty good. I know you can find Kangaskhan in this area. Oh, Lucky Punch. Makes sense. You can find Chauncey here somewhere, I imagine. I don't think it changes up too much from the old encounter tables here. So yeah, there's the Kangaskhan. I feel like this might be a bit more common than it used to be, because I found it in the previous attempt at this segment relatively quickly, and I found it here relatively quickly. So that's pretty good. Flinch Hacks is not though. That's absolutely terrible. Probably should have gotten some more Pokeballs before I walked in here if I was gonna go and catch some stuff. But so far so good. 10 minutes in, and just sort of being forced to waste time because it keeps getting flinch hacks off on me. Ooh, that's... yeah. Don't like that. I think I want to tackle here, maybe. I've got to try to get this thing as weak as I possibly can, because this thing's going to be an absolute arse hat to catch. Alright, I'll probably just start throwing balls now, because I don't want to switch into Slumblock and then have it get knocked out before I can put it to sleep. Maybe I'll get lucky. Nope, immediately break out. Mm-hmm. Good thing Bite is running off the decidedly weaker attacking stat on Kangaskhan. I mean, I assume it's running a better physical attack and immediately break out again. So there goes Stinger. It seems a bit slower than it really should be. Probably just because I've got this hard as balls Pokemon to catch. Alright, so you go to sleep. So, if this thing can shake at least once, then I know my luck is improving. Ugh. Of course it was going to go to 3 and then break out. Statistically speaking, it is the most likely result. Just because this game's an asshole and likes to keep trolling me. I think I had that similar sort of thing happen when I was catching Pokemon in, I think it was either Heart Gold or Soul Silver. They would just go to 3 and break out consistently. I don't know what it is about Johto games, but they just seem to be really trollsy when it comes to you trying to catch Pokemon. It's very much infuriating, and that one was an immediate breakout. So, oh wait, it's got Tail Whip and Leer. That's pretty good. Also, Knockout. Okay, in that case, we're just going to do this. 3. That was 3 again. That was immediate. 3. So it's either 3 or immediate breakout. Also, Conifo just kind of died there. So this thing's just kind of wrecking me and making me run out of Pokeballs and shit. And finally it succumbs. That thing was obnoxious. Looks like I'm going to have to invest a whole bunch more money because I'm running pretty low on Pokeballs and all of a sudden, and I have 3 dead Pokemon on the team. So, lovely foray into the Safari Zone. That was pretty good. Fucking terrible. Okay, I could off-screen this. I'm not going to because I'm too lazy. So... and this sure is Castlevania. Why do you have green hair? I would laugh my ass off if I had the nurse healing set to quick and then she still does the longer version. Because that way you could actually say that she screws the rules because she's got green hair. I wonder if they could maybe code it like that just to have that be an exception. Actually, I do not want to go back into the Safari Zone because I don't have a whole lot of balls. Balls. Give me the balls. Is there anything I can sell here? Yeah, I can sell the Stardust. Don't know why it's taking me that long to get rid of that Stardust. The rare candies, I suppose, could be sold, but I'm not too keen on it. Yeah, whatever. I got a shit ton of money anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and grab... let's go. I think I had 13 left, so we'll go 50... 62 Pokeballs. Screw it. That should put me on about 75. Please tell me I counted this correctly. Yay. I should have only bought 60, so that way I would have 73. And then I can make stupid Boaty references. I'm actually which reminds me now... don't think I've ever actually mentioned this at some point, but at some point in the future, I want to get a ginger cat and name it Bodhi. And this is going to segue into me being incredibly jealous because Jesh just found like a litter of cats and one of them was ginger and he showed me a picture and it was freaking the most adorable goddamn thing ever and I wanted it and here's a Slowpoke. Let us partake in the capture of a Slowpoke. Okay, you were nice enough to be caught in one ball. I might need to catch a second one of those because I'm not too sure if you can find wild Slowkings. I know you can find wild Slowbros. I think you can just find those down in Slowpoke's well in the subfloor. So that might be interesting. I also kind of wonder what Slowpoke really does in the water. I don't think I've ever seen a Slowpoke in water. I feel like it's too much of a fat ass to frickin' swim around, but I mean it is a water type, so of course it's implied that it has the ability to swim. So another Horn attack there will knock this Nidorino out. So I'll go ahead and just go with the tackle and land a crit and knock it out anyway. Thanks a lot, game. Good guy, game. All right. So yeah, here's the I like to call this the Australia patch because it kind of looks like Australia. And it actually kind of made me wonder if this first area of the Safari Zone just was kind of like a really shittily drawn, messed up, like, world map sort of thing. Because there's, like, a section of grass down towards the southeast of this area that kind of resembles a, it kind of resembles South America, I think. Kind of. If you squint your eyes, turn your head precisely 36 degrees and, like, wear a pair of beer goggles or some shit. I don't know, but I just get that feeling that it's kind of like that. So instead of having these weird, like, transitions as if you're, like, entering a building or something like that, you just cross a threshold like you're walking from one route into another or from one route into a city, and you just encounter wild Pokemon such as this Scyther. Obviously, Scyther is completely irrelevant to my interests since I got one in the bug catching contest. But if you don't want to go to Johto, then you can just grab one from here. Also, there we go. There's a change to the wild Pokemon encounter tables here, because Yanma. And Tauros, which once again we don't need because we already got in somewhere else. I'm pretty sure there's Rhyhorn in this area somewhere. Oh, a Thick Club. So if you want to use a Cubone, there's your Thick Club. What's this? Brick piece. Oh my god. Why is there a brick piece here? Seriously. What the shit? Yeah, a rare chunk of tile. This thing's literal... the only purpose that this thing serves in this generation... There's Sunflora. That's the reason I reloaded a save set after catching a second Sunkern and evolving it. But yeah, the only purpose that a brick piece serves in this game is you sell it for 50 bucks. That's a really useful ability. And the only way to actually get it in the original Gold Silver Crystal is to trade in a Machop from Gen 1. So, like a whole bunch of Pokemon, if you transfer them up from Gen 1, have some pretty useful items. I think a handful of them just have Ice Punch TMs for some reason, which is pretty cool. But then there's useless stuff like the Brick Piece on Machop. I think it's the only Pokemon that comes holding a Brick Piece, and it does not make any sense whatsoever to have that item in the game. It does have a use if you're playing Prism, because there's like a bridge that you have to grab 20 brick pieces to fix. And in one of the early towns of the game, you can actually buy them from the shop, so you can just buy 20 of them. I think they're like 50 bucks each, so it'll probably only set you back $1,000 to get the 20 of them. And you just hold on to those for a good chunk of the game, and then you hand them to some dude, and he'll fix a bridge, and I think that takes you to like the 6th gym leader or something like that, and he'll give you surf and all that sort of fun stuff. So let's see if we can't catch the Sunflora first ball. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't actually know what Sunflora's catch rate is, but catching it in the first ball is by no means a negative thing for me. So, yeah, you'll notice a bit of a grass patch up there, because I've actually added new areas to this place, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like the Safari Zone expansion in Emerald, which had, like, National Pokedex Pokemon and just stuff that's not native to Hoenn. So if we head up here, that gives us a new area. Yeah, west takes us to the water area. Okay. And there's just a whole bunch of items as well that you can just pick up. They're just strewn all over the place, which is pretty cool. I might probably go and hunt down all of those items and pick them up and see what kind of goodies that I get. There's a Natu. I think you can actually find Xatu here, if my memory serves me correctly. I had a bit of a trudge around this place off screen, I think a day or two ago, and I think I did find a wild Xatu here somewhere. It kind of wrecked me because apparently it just outsped me and just refused to let me escape. Okay, so what's this? Probably just a shortcut of some variety, if I had to guess. Alright, piss off, Natu. Let's execute. Obviously, we don't need that. Okay, looks very much like a shortcut kind of thing. I think we want to go back up onto this platform and then go over in this direction. And then we go down here, over here, grab this. Ultra Ball, that's not awfully interesting, but it's 1,200 bucks that I save on. Max Potion. Probably might just sell that. Screw it. I don't know. And once again, now that I think about it, I have completely forgotten to get the frickin' item finder, which would have been useful in this place, since I imagine there'd be some hidden items somewhere, but no, can't ever remember to go and get that fucking thing. And this is probably a big area that just has, looks like it has nothing in it, but probably has some hidden items somewhere, so good job, brain. Thanks for not allowing me to remember that important bit of information. Apom, okay. Apom is completely uninteresting. I probably won't ever actually use one, even if I do have access to Ampapom. It does not seem overly interesting to me, so I probably won't ever use it. Oh, it's a Fuckle. Sweet. I don't have to go smashing rocks in order to bloody get one of these. Jeez. And locked into Encore, okay. I don't necessarily mind this. Defense drops would be nice, just to whittle this thing down a little bit further. And then it has to pick the defenses back up, of course. Come on. Miss with your wrap. That's a good job. Mm-hmm. Fixes its defenses back up. This is such a massive war of attrition. Oh, God. Stupid berry. I wouldn't have minded having that berry as well, because I kind of need some more to feed that sick mill tank on Route 38. Actually, I think technically it's 39. Yeah, I think the farm's actually on 39. You get past that first wave of trainers, and then there's just like a straight path, and I think that's where the routes end up splitting. So, all right. Ooh, yeah. Quit spamming withdraw, goddammit. This thing should only have a catch rate of like 255 or something like that, though, so it shouldn't be that difficult to catch, should it? Come on, be nice. Be nice. You were nice. Good job. Alright, so we got us a Fuckle. And, yeah, I'm juvenile. This thing's yeah. It's like whenever Jish catches a Wobbuffet, he has to name it either Heath or Heather, depending on nickname. There, it's just either Fuckle or Fucklet. Another amulet coin, really? Okay. I guess it's just like, that's how you get it in Kanto if you don't want to go to Johto yet. I do like how that, how they facilitate for that in these games. Hey, look, something in the Safari Zone that can actually still run away. Not that I need it. Makes me wonder if I can find Donphan here somewhere. Bet you anything, I'll probably end up finding Donphan in, like, Cerulean Cave or something like that. Okay, enough of the stupid Phanpies. At least we know this is an easy place to find one. PP up. I wish that was more like a HP up or some other kind of drug so I can actually sell it for money. PP ups are like a limited sort of thing that you can never buy anywhere, so I feel like I need to hold on to them, and it's just terrible. Gold teeth on here. Maybe if I try to search the exact spot, wherever that is. Whatever. Is there an item here somewhere? Yep. Rare candy. Is there a hidden item in this statue here? No, doesn't look like there is. Okay. What's in here then? Are you the warden? What? Wait, what? Okay, the forest zone, Heracross, Natu, Chikorita, and Bellossom. So that explains... Okay, so I guess I don't need Sunstones for anything at all in this, since I can find Wild Bellossom. Okay. Does he, like, trigger those sorts of encounters to happen? And I can't find them otherwise? That's kind of curious. Interesting. Which is the forest zone, though? Is that the new area? It would make sense if it was the new area, since I could find Natu in there. Okay, south is apparently called the mountain area. Yeah, there's a giraffe rig. And apparently I can't run away from it, because I was not aware that giraffe rigs were quick. Yeah, this is the forest area. Okay. Maybe I can round out the segment by hopefully finding a Bellossom. And immediately finds one. That's pretty good. Alright, let's throw save state in slot 2, I think. 1, screw it. I know I can just get over that one. Okay, let's throw horn attacks and hopefully... Oh, god damn it, really? Yeah, no, I'm not accepting that, because I don't know how rare these things are. Yes, I know it sounds cheap, but whatever. Oh shit, it's got confusion. This thing has pedal dance. I only just noticed this thing that had pedal dance. Crap. Yeah. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Alright, in that case, Slumblock, get in there, put it to sleep. Especially since I got to do that. Don't knock it out. Oh, taint it like a beast. Oh. Oh, lame. Alright. I guess we're just doing the hard yards. And knocked itself out. You are going to be an obnoxious little bastard, aren't you? Alright, I guess since we now know that you can find Bellossom here, I might as well see if I can find a body of water somewhere and start fishing. I imagine if I use the old rod, I'm probably only going to find Magikarp, so I'm going to register the good rod and find some water somewhere and just mess around there until I get past 30 minutes and then probably call it a segment there. Alright. Let's see if we get lucky. What done we has now? Shelter. That works. Also, level 25. I guess they must have changed up for this hack. Kind of makes me wonder what level you can find old rod stuff at in this game. Alright. Either way, let's grab our shelter. Love thy shelter. What do you want? God damn it. Now I feel like an idiot for blowing money on Pokeballs when I could have just got them cheaper now. That's so stupid. Alright. Alright, I'll see what I can get with the old rod here, and then... I was thinking of ending the segment now, but since this is just a whole bunch of... Yeah, fuck it, I'll just keep going. See what else I can find in other places, maybe get lucky and find something really kind of cool. Come on. Old Rod in Gen 1 always landed a Pokemon. Mind you, though, the only Pokemon you could actually get is Magikarp. Here, though. Okay. Goldeen, level 5 as well. Unfortunately, that means I can't put it to sleep. Or can't get it to low HP, nor can I put it to sleep, so I've got to try to catch this thing at full health. Yay. And catch on the first ball. Good job. I believe in the waters of Route 24 you can actually find wild Sea Kings. So I think now that I've brought that up, I might go and grab one of those at some point. Unless I can just Super Rod for one, but I would rather not go and grab the Super Rod, because then there's just Pokemon that I can't run away from and they'll murder my team and just kind of cause a whole bunch of problems. Let's use the fresh water here, make sure Sting is still gonna stay alive and kicking here. Let's see if I can find a Rhyhorn. Pretty sure this is the place you want to go to find a Rhyhorn. That's not what I'm looking for, game. I want a Rhyhorn. That's not what I'm looking for either, game. I'm pretty sure I just said I want a Rhyhorn. Well, I mean, I kind of expected Pinsir to be here, but again, it's not Rhyhorn. So you want to, like, not be obnoxious like that? Well, it is something relevant to my interests. This thing is a defensive beast on the physical side, so I suggest going into this and maybe Aurora Beaming it. Wait, what? Oh, I must have missed with Aurora Beam. Jeez. Tank much? Stop. Oh my god, did I seriously just miss 3 times in a row? Stop. Come on! This thing's starting to piss me off quite a lot now. Okay. This thing's gonna be an asshole to catch. Come on. I don't think this thing has Steel Wings, so I should be able to tank here. Just get in the ball. Just get in the ball. Just get in the ball. Get in the goddamn ball. Oh my god. Oh, for God's sakes, just hurry up. And it was able to knock out Conifo before I was able to catch it. That's a bit bullshit. This thing only has a catch rate of... Actually, I think it's a catch rate of 25. Which actually would make it kind of terrible. Let me Dizzy Punch. Of course it'd be confused, god... Oh, I hate life. Thank Christ. That was garbage. I hate Skarmory just that little bit more now. Alright, is this the... Yeah, I think if you look in here, you might get Dratini. If I use the right rod, of course. Because I think I'm about done using the freaking old rod here. So, use that. Alright, anything of actual interest? Preferably something not named Shelder. Preferably something not named Shelder. Preferably something not named Shelder. Or Marill for that matter. I've already got that one. Yep, that works. Let's see. Throw the save state. Let's see what Horn Attack does. Perfect amount. Now, if only I still had Slumblock alive, I'd be able to... Never mind. We'll catch it on the first ball. Why the fuck not? Let's see what else I can grab here. I didn't really have a look in the grass over in this direction, so we'll see if there's anything of interest in this patch over here. I think you can find Kangaskhan in this patch as well. Also, I just missed an item there. Hello, Slugma. You are not particularly interesting. Wait, what? Why can I not escape from a Slugma? Is it literally because I'm paralyzed? Because that's pretty bullshit. Okay, I gotta bury or get rid of that post-haste. So yeah, these things have been kind of wrecking me. Surprisingly enough. Yeah, there's the Nugget. Free cash stack. What do you do? Larvitar, Fanpea, Cyndaquil, that's relevant to my interests. Chikorita, and you can find Totodile here as well, which is pretty cool. I assume you can find... I assume Totodile's in the water area, which I imagine is the one up north. There's another Dratini. No longer of interest to me, but whatever. Maybe I can find a Cyndaquil? Well, I can find the Rhyhorn at least. Took your fucking sweet ass time to show up. Let's throw a tackle. And just lose that. Alright. Oh, I'm surprisingly in a shitty spot. Alright, let's throw a save. Come on, got the Rhyhorn. That's good. Alright. Okay. I assume this is the water area. Okay, that doesn't tell me. Is there another signpost somewhere? Tell me. Well, I could actually just talk to this dude over here, because I think he'll tell me where the... Yeah, this is the water area. Smeargle, Chauncey, Totodile, and Shuckle. Okay, so Shuckle was one of the rare... Run out there. You can apparently find Smeargle here as well. There it is. Throw the Icy Wind and have it sketch Icy Wind. Why the hell not? It's a good move. Not a good idea to have that there, though. Alright, throw a save. Oh, God. You're gonna be obnoxious? I think this one might be a bit obnoxious. Yeah, a little bit obnoxious. Almost knocking Kalima out there. Okay. Throw another save state here. See if I can find a Chauncey. If I find a Chauncey, then I'll probably either make a shitty attempt to catch it or probably end the segment there, since I'm at 37 minutes at the moment. Phanpy was not relevant to my interest. Neither was Giraffrig. Neither was Smeargle. Give me my fat, eggy bag fuck thing. No, I don't want a stupid Giraffrig. Give me my fat, eggy bag fuck thing. Ugh. I think you can actually find Wild Blissey somewhere in this game. I can't quite remember. I think I got it registered in the Pokedex. Let me see here. Also, for some reason, National Park music. Yeah, here we go. Where do we find this stupid thing? Yeah, that's Cerulean Cave. At least I don't have to raise this thing's chances of happiness to evolve it. Because that would have been absolute arse. I would need to freaking breed for a Chauncey, first off, so I'd get as low a level as possibly can to increase the level of, the amount of levels gained. Because more levels gained, more happiness increases and stuff like that, so... I could just skip over that and just go and grab it in the thing. Oh, hello. I was probably planning on actually catching this thing in, the area that's not in the Safari Zone where you can normally catch this, but... I mean, it's here. I see no reason not to. It'll probably knock me out in one hit here if it uses, like, Scratch or something like that. Yeah. Probably should have healed. I can't weaken this thing any further without knocking it out, I just realized, unless I get confusion hacks, so I guess we're just going to do that. Of course, let's just catch the thing in the first ball anyway. Okay, that works, I suppose. Okay. Well, since I'm approaching 40 minutes, let's see if there's anything of relevance in the water here. And then if there's nothing overly interesting, then, which is looking to be the case. Let's actually see if there's anything else I can find while surfing. Well, hey, look, it's more Marill. Come on. Give me something interesting. Maybe a Slowbro. Almost. It's probably like a really rare encounter here, but... Okay, I think I'm about done. I'm 40 minutes in. I think I've done enough of an exploration of this place. I will... You know what? Before I forget... Let's just go over and get this stupid item finder now that it's still on my mind. Okay, that is out of the way. I don't have to completely forget about it time and time again. I'll probably do that off screen, show off what items I find, if I do find any, and show off everything I catch. And then next time we are probably going to go ahead and knock over the fuchsia gem, just because I'm in the local area. Well, not at the moment, but I'm still in the local area. Figured I might as well clear out the entirety of fuchsia, so I'll knock over the fuchsia gym next time, and then probably do like a shitty segment where I just knock over trainers and grind or something like that. So yeah, we will see you then.